So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. And basically, how did I make $521 with 93 cents trading Apple call options? So 1158, 1158, let's see, on the 30-minute time chart, which is this candle right here. So basically, as soon as it landed on the 50-day moving average, I bought a couple of Apple call options here on the 12 candle, and then at 12:01 I bought 8 more call options. So 12:01 would be this one right here. So basically, as soon as it went through the 50-day moving average and reclaimed the 50-day moving average, I bought more Apple call options. And then my last time buying Apple call options was at 13:01. So 13, which is this candle right here. So basically, you can see that at 13:01, this was my last time buying call options on Apple. And basically, this very same candle, I sold out the position as soon as it reached the 20-day moving average. And when I sold out the position, I made a gain of $521 with 93 cents just trading a couple of Apple call options. So this trade was pretty short and I guess you could say easy for me. Basically, what I tried to do was basically step one, try to enter where I feel like is where it's a good point to get in at. And basically, as soon as I got into Apple call options, I just patiently waited to see if it could use the 50-day moving average as support. And then the next candle, right, it completely broke the 50-day moving average, right? But here's where my plan came into fruition or whatever, right? Basically, the goal was, okay, if the position goes down any more than 20%, sell out the position, take the loss, move on to the next trade. And so that basically didn't happen. The position, I think the lowest today was it was at either 12 or 15%. So it was close to that 20% target of being down. But considering that, okay, let's see if it can try to reclaim that 50-day moving average, which it did, right? Let me buy another couple of call options if it decides to reclaim the 50-day moving average as support. That happened, and so basically I just patiently waited, and within that 13:21 I sold out the position as soon as it reached the this one as soon as it reached the 20-day moving average. I sold out the position because I was like, okay, my goal is to sell out the position once it's up either 20% or once it reaches my resistance, once it reaches a certain resistance level. So for me, the resistance level that I wanted Apple to approach was the 20-day moving average. I basically, for all of my trades, I try to use the 20-day moving average, and then also I try to use the once a position is down either 10 or 20%, I sell out the position as quick as I can, move on to the next trade, and just keep on trading, based off the technicals and based off where I personally feel is a great entry point. Generally, what I try to do is that, let's say the position is down, let's say I'm feeling confident, right, in a trade, and let's say I bought here, right, at the 12:30 candle, right? This was my first time buying at the 12:30 candle, right? Let's say I just bought a couple of call options here as soon as it landed on the 50-day moving average. So let's say now, this candle breaks, it reaches that 202.80 level or number, right? My position would be now down 10%. That's just a guess. I'm pretty sure that that's how much my position would be down by, because if I bought at the 50-day moving average, which reads 203.81, and the lowest of that candle was 202.80. I'm pretty sure the position is going to be down 10 or at least 10%. So basically what I try to do is I dollar cost average, and basically what I'll try to do is that once the position is down 10% and I'm feeling really confident in this trade, I'll buy another couple of call options. That way my position can be down now instead 5% instead of being down 10%. That way when Apple, or let's say Apple decides to go up out of nowhere, then okay, basically my position will be in the green a lot more faster, and I'll be able to exit out my position a lot more quicker. And so basically try to that's only when I'm feeling confident in specific trades. Usually I don't do that much I don't do that strategy that much when going into trades. Reason is because it's a little risky, because I don't know where it's kind of not favorable to do this strategy so somewhat currently in the market, since you could literally lose your entire position if you invest a whole lot of money into a single trade and you're like, oh well, there goes all my money, right? So basically what I try to do is I try to play it safe, I try to play it safe. I try to have a certain threshold of a loss that I'm willing to take. That is, my threshold is once it's down either 10 or 20%, exit out the position, move on, take the loss, and move on to the next trade. And basically that's what I try to do. Basically try not to get into bad habits of like, oh man, I can't wait, I'm just gonna buy. Let's say you got into this 12 candle, right? And let's say you're like, man, I missed the high of, let's say you bought at the high, right, at 205.41, right? Because you were impatient, because you think that, oh, Apple isn't going to reach the 50-day moving average, right? You were impatient, and now once Apple is approached that 50-day moving average, you're basically going to be down 10 or 15% maybe. But here's the thing, that let's say now here you can use dollar cost averaging. So basically, let's say you bought at the high at 205.41, you can just dollar cost average and basically buy once Apple lands on the 50-day moving average. And basically that way your position can be down, instead of being down 15% maybe, it'll be down maybe close to maybe 10 or 9% now. And basically you're gonna try to level out your risk tolerance level of like by analyzing the chart. So try to analyze the chart if it's trying to use the certain moving averages as support, or it's trying to use a certain range level of support throughout the chart. So try to analyze the chart as well. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep you guys updated with these trades. That's pretty much it. If you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. That's pretty much it. As always, take care. This is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.